Whoa. It's the Illusion, reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. Taking Al down to the park here at the Buzzer on a Sunday. Super lazy Sunday. Haven't done anything today. Have we done anything, Owl? No, we didn't do anything. We went and read for a while. I read to him for a while. That was good. And he fell asleep, had a nap. So, no live transmissions 2 Sundays in a row. That kind of sucks. I enjoy that stuff, but the wife had to work tonight or have a business dinner or something. Took the minigram with her, so wasn't that convenient. Added some color today, went red. I don't know what's up with any of these colors, dude. They sure just don't pan out like they say they're supposed to. It's pink again, dude. Blue turns pink, red turns pink. See what happens when I do pink. It's probably gonna turn green. I don't know. But so I got this crazy email this morning, right? Because I woke up this morning fully just in the funk and a fog. It's been a little been a little difficult. It's been a little difficult. Been getting a little down. And so I woke up this morning pretty down, checked my emails, and I got this one email. And this is one, like, you're not gonna get me to back down. I don't back down. Some dude sent me an email like, dude, can you delete that last video about the masks? And
the cars, no.
Yeah.
The flies are in the car.
The what? Oh, we got to get them out of the flies in the car. We get them out. We get them out. And you got to delete that. I don't know, man. I thought it was like a threat. I let it. I read it. Whatever, dude. I don't take down videos, dude. First of all, it's not who I am. And secondly, I didn't get whether the dude was like threatening me or saying that I was in danger. But either way, don't play that game either, man. No way. So
This heart has fuzzies.
that heart has fuzzies, dude. And so I was reading it, and I was like, I was gonna take it down because I uploaded it and I hadn't checked any of the comments, see what was going on. And I knew it was a little bit of a slightly aggressive video, so aggressive. But you know, it stuff's on my mind. I'm dig it. So I went and read most of the comments, and they were all pretty much like in agreement. So I was like, dude, no, I'm not taking this video down for anybody. And I don't do that, man. I think I've only taken down.
I'm gonna be a baby I can't wear this t-shirt.
Okay, you can wear that t-shirt. Sorry, people, I had to tune out and see what Al was all about right there. So I don't dig censorship, man, and I've talked about it before. I look, unless you're calling for violence, which apparently doesn't get censored anymore, which I think should be fully censored. Like, calling for actual violence is wrong. And you know, I don't look, man. If people want to spend their time saying lame things, like, that's their business. That's why we have the ability to skip it, not press play, walk away, the whole thing. You know, I think that I think more damage is done to people suppressing ideas, whether they're bad or not, than to let people just speak their mind and get it over with, right? I think the last thing you want people doing is taking their ideas underground, especially if they're bad. I mean, dude, and then I look at it too as like, people aren't going to do anything anyhow. I mean, I just don't dig censorship, and I don't like being pressured either. I'm not going to call this dude out by name or woman or whoever it is, but like, I just do not do that. I'll take a video down for sensitivity reasons. And I think I've taken 1 or 2 videos down over the course of my 8 years doing YouTube, which were insensitive to somebody, or maybe brought up someone's name that wasn't supposed to be there or something like that, you know. But generally speaking, as far as the free exchange of ideas, I don't expect people to agree with me. I wouldn't want everyone to agree with me. Like, that's my thing. Like, when I published my book, right, I would give it to people and they would be like, oh, it's great, I love it, man. And I'd be like, obviously you didn't read it, because it's not. It's pretty bad. But the people that were actually, you know, I dug your book, I liked what you're up to, but man, dude, there was some pretty bad grammatical mistakes, some holes in your plot, like constructive criticism. I'm all about it. And then there were other people who were like, this book sucks. And I'm like, dude, thank you. Because see, the thing is if we all agreed, what's the point of communicating? We're trying to figure this thing out, right? And so we got to put some bad ideas out there to get feedback on them. Like yesterday's good idea can be today's bad idea. That's, I think, what the exchange is about. So when this dude emailed me, I emailed him back, and if you know, my phone number is at the bottom of my emails. If you've ever emailed me, I'm not closed to communication or anything from this dude. And I didn't even email anything back except, what are you so worried about? And so I don't live in fear, man. Like, there's enough to be worried about, dude. Your kid hitting their head on the coffee table, you know, drunk drivers, you know, asteroids hitting the planet. All right. Like, yeah, those things, like the kids stuff, I'll say, like, I never used to be afraid, but, you know, watching your little guy run around like the edge of a cliff. And so, what am I getting at here? I just believe in the free exchange of ideas. And what I've seen going on lately, and I guess the videos I've been making about is, I don't like people being intimidated. I don't think people should be intimidated because their ideas aren't viewed as valuable by another group of people. They might be bad. They might be totally ignorant. They might be backwards, dude. But they have value because they're part of the canvas of humanity, man. Because again, I've talked about it before. What are you gonna do with all the haters? And that always ends in the final solution. That's why, like, if you haven't read Mein Kampf as a book to understand what happened and realize that some crazy dude who was an artist came out of World War I and wrote his plan down in a book, published it, distributed it, and people were like, nah, that guy's not gonna pull that off. And he pulled it off. And black and white print said exactly what he's gonna do. And I don't understand any person who is trying to figure things out who hasn't read Mein Kampf. I mean, it's right up there with all other books because, dude, that book resulted in the gnarliest of all gnarlies, man. And you need to know what's in there to so it doesn't happen again. But yet, I think that's why the censorship thing's like so prevalent. You know who used to hand out, I used to have an original copy of Mein Kampf, well, not an original copy, that was handed out by the Jewish Defense League, I think. Back in the 50s, the Jewish groups used to hand out copies of Mein Kampf so that people would read it, so that they would be aware of how these things can happen, you see. But then it's like, if you read that book, you're a racist. Dude, if you didn't read that book, you're ignorant. How about that? And so that's where I'm coming from with what I'm doing here on this YouTube channel. You know, I'll get emails with people like, I don't agree with everything you say. And I go, great, good. That is excellent. Because I'm just a dude with an iPhone, man. How could I be? I'm just one of 7.5 billion people fumbling around in the dark, trying to figure what the shadows on the cave wall mean. And so I appreciate people who disagree, but I don't appreciate anyone trying to intimidate me, man, because that's not going down. No, not at all. So let's learn to live and let live, man. Yes, there are some people with some really bad ideas. And most of those people work for corporations like Monsanto, McDonnell Douglas, Lockheed, Rand, Pfizer. Those are the people with the real bad ideas. Some jerk off in some small hillbilly town talking about racial purity in 2018 is not a problem, man. You know it's a problem? People dumping toxic waste into our food supply. You know who's a problem? The people running the Federal Reserve Bank, dude. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, I'm all for insurrection, but let's at least get the right target here, people. And the only way you can get the right target is to start listening and start reading and start filling your mind and using your own discernment to figure out fact from fiction. Because most of the fact is fiction. We've lived in a society dictated by televisions made in the city right over here that I live in. And it's a fantasy factory, dude. It's a facade. And it's trying to get you to do something. And what is it trying to get you to do? It's trying to get you not to pay attention and to argue with your neighbor about nonsense. That's what it's trying to get you to do. So, will I be taking down the last video anytime soon? Nope. Not gonna do it. Not one bit. Because you know why? I'm not going to. So, that's the illusion. We're going to the park and we're gonna kick a ball around for a while, right? Yeah, that's the irony of that one, isn't it? Ha! No balls, no nets. Till you have a 3-year-old with a ball with dinosaurs on it, and he's like, I want to go to the park and kick the dinosaur ball. What are you gonna do? I don't do that? Yeah, you do. Anyway, it's the illusion. Signing off.